Arman Tsarukyan has shared an early prediction for the BMF title rematch between Max Holloway and Charles Oliveira at UFC 326, leaning slightly toward Oliveira based on his finishing ability and experience. While offering his take, Tsarukyan made it clear his focus is on positioning himself for a shot at the winner, viewing the fight as a key stepping stone toward his own title ambitions. Brian Ortega has withdrawn from his scheduled fight against Renato Moicano at UFC 326 due to lingering injuries that require rest and rehabilitation. Ortega confirmed the decision publicly, explaining that while surgery is not necessary, stepping away from full training is needed to properly heal. The withdrawal delays his anticipated move to the lightweight division. In a heartfelt moment outside of competition, Charles Oliveira surprised a longtime coach by gifting him a new car at their gym, bringing the coach to tears. The emotional gesture was widely shared on social media and highlighted Oliveira's appreciation for his team as he prepares for his upcoming fight. Flyweight contender Diego Lopes has been mentioned in discussions about exciting matchups, with some figures in the sport arguing that a fight between him and Yair Rodriguez would be compelling and deserving of booking. Although that particular bout hasn't officially materialized, the idea persists among fans and insiders. UFC lightweight champion Ilia Topuria has resolved his legal issues with his ex-wife and is now back in serious training with his return to competition on the horizon, potentially this summer. The settlement clears the way for him to fight again, with discussions reportedly ongoing for a high-profile bout, possibly against interim champ Justin Gaethje at the White House card in June. Islam Makhachev's manager has identified a clear frontrunner to challenge the UFC welterweight champion in his next title defense, signaling that talks are beginning behind the scenes. According to the report, Makhachev's team is prioritizing a showdown with former welterweight champion Kamaru Usman as the most likely opponent next. Jon Jones has acknowledged that a hypothetical matchup with another GOAT-level contender would demand his full commitment, regardless of any size advantage. Jones emphasized that elite skill, speed, and intelligence can neutralize physical differences, noting that fights at the highest level are decided by preparation and execution, not just stature. Jon Jones is broadly viewed as the greatest mixed martial artist ever, with an almost flawless resume that includes 15 title fight victories spanning the light heavyweight and heavyweight divisions. Renowned for his elite fight IQ, adaptability, and sustained dominance, he has never been decisively defeated inside the UFC octagon. Khamzat Chimaev has issued a brief but ominous warning ahead of his next UFC appearance, suggesting his return will be fast and violent. The undefeated contender used social media to signal that he does not expect his next fight to last long, a message many interpreted as directed at potential high-profile opponents such as Alex Pereira. The statement reinforces Chimaev's confidence and his reputation for relentless pressure and quick finishes. Michael Chandler has essentially given up on landing a fight with Conor McGregor at the special UFC White House event in June. With that matchup looking increasingly unlikely, Chandler is now aiming his focus at the winner of the upcoming Max Holloway vs. Charles Oliveira rematch for the BMF belt, viewing it as a more tangible path to make a statement and build momentum. Nate Diaz has dismissed the idea that Islam Makhachev should be considered MMA's pound-for-pound greatest, arguing that the hype around him is premature. While acknowledging Makhachev's dominance and accomplishments, Diaz said he has not been impressed enough to place him in all-time discussions, adding that true GOAT status should be earned over a longer span with unforgettable performances, not just control and wins. Sean Strickland continues to generate buzz in MMA circles, known both for his performances inside the octagon and his outspoken personality outside of it. His actions and comments often spark reactions from fans and fellow fighters alike, as he remains a notable figure in the middleweight division. That's it for today, but the story is far from over. The lines are being drawn, the pressure is rising, and every decision we talked about today is going to have real consequences inside the cage. Fighters are being overlooked, rivalries are getting personal, and titles are being decided long before the walkout music hits. If you want to stay ahead of the chaos, make sure you like the video and subscribe. Drop your take in the comments because this debate is just getting started. Until next time, stay locked in. The fight world is watching.